Ooh, what's going on, y'all? It is Kevin Redline, and I am pissed after that game, man. You gotta be kidding me. So when we finally get going, we get things going. Next thing you know, all these flags come out, and I uploaded just the ones that happened in the fourth quarter. But if I could go and recall a couple of suspect ones, I'm gonna go with the Justice Hill one when he was getting held the whole time. He was getting held the whole time on the way down the field. And the unnecessary roughness, the lowering of the helmet. But I mean, soon as the Ravens get going, every single call was going the Patriots' way. How do you not call holding when the guy is sitting there holding? He's sitting there holding Marcus Peters. Like, come on now. Now, it shouldn't have came down to the refs, but it did this time. Like, every time we got something going, they called us for holding. They called us for not enough men at the line of scrimmage, even though it looked like I think it was Duvernay. I think he was on the line of scrimmage. If he wasn't, it was that far. Then you got the ref moving the ball to let the Patriots advance for another first down. Like, this was bad. This was bad. I haven't seen a game this bad, this one-sided in a while. Like, this tops the Steelers game. Like, this was terrible. And the writing was on the wall when on our last drive, it just starts pouring down as hard as it could possibly pour down. This was every bit of the Madden curse sprinkling on the Ravens. We are battered. We are bruised. The Ravens need to come up with something. One of the things that upset me, like, I was more upset than I have been in a while, was the 4th and 1, and you run the Wildcat. Skerritt has been struggling hiking the ball, especially the shotgun plays or RPOs, whatever the case may be. He's having a problem, hiking the ball. So you do Wildcat with Mark Ingram and a 4th and 1 situation where you could just give it to Gus. If he get it, which most likely he will, the guy always falls forward, he gets it. If he don't, we in the same situation. At least it ain't gonna be a missed snap. Or Lamar is behind center, so we know that he's more equipped to handle these bad snaps than anybody else. But in the fourth quarter, some of the most disappointing either calls or no calls, I'm gonna just go through the most egregious. So they mark them short. They mark the Patriots short of the first down. Short of the first down. But the referee, when he sees where the first down marker is, he moves up and places the ball. Like, come on now. Wrong. And then you have the no hold call on Marcus Peters, like I mentioned before. Like, the guy is holding him. Up in the shoulder pads too. He can't move left or right. He can't go towards the play or nothing. But it's holding. And then the DJ Fluker. That holding call, I don't even know where it was. I don't even know what holding they saw, because on the replay, I didn't see anything. And another one, when the missed snap happened and Lamar ran and he dove on the ball, and they didn't call a late hit. Lamar obviously had the ball, and even when they talked about it, so how do you not make that call? And to me, that call on Bozeman at the end of the last drive, that was questionable to me too. But again, if it went the Patriots' way, it seemed like the ref was there to kind of help it continue to go that way. But with that being said, the defense couldn't stop the run at all in the first half. They got ran over, and they couldn't adjust until the fourth quarter. And I get it. Big Baby was down and out. We already got Calais down and out. And, you know, we don't have... And Justin Ellis, that man needs to get in some better shape. He needs to hit the gym, because it's not like, you know, Big Baby is... As big as he is, he's still elusive. He can move somewhat. Justin Ellis is just... He is just like, you know, I'm not... Listen, let me get this out the way. I'm not in the best shape, but Justin Ellis is like a blob. And... He's a unimposing blob to the offensive line, because they handle him like he's nothing. So if you're gonna be a blob, be like what was that guy named Vince Wilfork? Yeah, like you wasn't just, he was a blob, but he was gonna get to the QB, or he was gonna soak up the run. He was gonna stuff the run. But Justin Ellis, my man, he needs some conditioning. Because he's slow, it seemed like he out of shape, and he just not it. And I don't know who else they could have, what else they could have put, or who else they could have had in that position. But Justin Ellis ain't it, man. I'm sorry, but the Ravens was getting ran all over, and again, like I said, they couldn't adjust to the fourth quarter. And I know we be talking about Greg Roman, but let's not the interception. I don't know why Lamar threw that ball to Hollywood. I have no clue why. Lamar seems to question every decision he's thinking about making. Like that incomplete pass to Snead in the fourth quarter. I think it was the drive before our last. He had nothing but daylight. He really could have gone just boom. He would have been one-on-one with a linebacker. And you remember what he said? Can't get caught by no linebackers. So I don't know why he didn't take it. I don't know if he's in his head like, yo, I have to be a quarterback. I have to pass. Like, no, man. Like, that's the beautiful thing about Bill Belichick. He said, look, I'm not attacking y'all DBs. I'm not attacking y'all secondary. That's y'all strongest attribute on defense. I'm going to attack this offensive line. This defensive line, because they battered, they bruised, they hurting right now. We can hit them in the mouth. Now they lost another. Oh, we can continue to hit them in the mouth. You know what? They don't handle the edge too well, so we can take it to the outside. Until they adjust, until they stop us. Even in situations when they did pass the ball, it was usually to a running back, because they had a linebacker on a running back. So it's kind of like, you got to admire that. If it's anything, that's why all these people talking about Tom Brady is what did, no, Belichick. If Belichick had what Tom Brady got, they would be undefeated right now. I can tell you that right now. I don't think the Patriots will have 3 wins if Tom Brady was playing for the Pats right now instead of Cam Newton. I don't know, he might, because like I said, that man Belichick is going to do whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes to win. But as far as the Ravens, they still out of whack. Things are not gelling. Now we down another tight end, and we only had 2. We traded. We traded my man Hayden. But you know what? I can't. I'm not going to dwell on it. We 6-3 at this point. It looks like we fighting for a wild card spot, because the Steelers' remaining schedule is pretty. As far as them, it looks pretty gravy. Like, they can legit go undefeated this year. Sadly enough. Because even when they down in the game, something crazy happens, and then they end up winning the game. But Lamar, I get it. He called out Roman, and Roman still does some questionable plays, but Lamar is real questionable when it comes to some of the decisions he's making. Like last year, he was on point. Every once in a while, he'll have something that make you scratch your head. But this year, a lot of decisions he's making make you scratch your head. Really. And as far as the Ravens, I mean, we might we might be a wild card team. I mean, we gotta win games. We can't keep winning one and losing one. No, that's not gonna cut it. We gotta continue to win games. We gotta win. Cause I mean, it's you know, right now, well, we tied with the Browns. We tied with the Dolphins. I think they 6-3. But you got the Raiders. I think they either 6-2 or 6-3. I mean, not 6-2, 7-2 or 6-3, something like that. We are fighting for a wild card spot right now, which is a shame. As far as Hollywood, like, I don't know, they need to give him some different routes or something, man. Because this whole out, like, he's not beating his defenders, and if he is, it's not by much, and because they bumping him at the line, and he not, he a featherweight. He can't really, match up with the DBs as far as strength. He's not like Tyreek. Tyreek is a little muscle out there. Hollywood is just fast. He gained some weight, he gained some muscle, but he need to get his weight up. If they're gonna play him like that, like, I don't know what to say. Right now it's looking like maybe Metcalf was the one that the Ravens should have went with, but that is so old. I won't even do that. We got Hollywood. They need to figure out a way to get him going. I mean, as far as the run, sometimes they were running Ingram when I much would have preferred Gus or JK. It's a lot of mouths to feed out there. I don't know why they put Justice Hill out there on those couple of plays, but it's a lot of mouths to feed, and right now, nobody's eating. Nobody. So the Ravens are struggling. The fans are down on them. They down on themselves. At this point, they are really up against the wall. This is where you find out how strong your locker room is, because everything is going against them. They beat up. They down on themselves. The fans are down on them. The coaching, obviously the coaching staff and the players aren't meshing well right now, at least offensively. And it's just, they got a lot to go against. They not just going up against the next team. They going up against themselves and the next team. And in some cases, they going up against the refs too. But that's another video. So this was a bit of a rant. I know it was all over the place, but I had to get this one out. This was frustrating, man. This was really, really frustrating. Hey, but let me know how y'all feel. And real quick, wasn't Makari the center last year? I don't know if I said that already. I don't know. I went off on a tangent. But wasn't Makari playing center last year? Because if he was, maybe he need to play center again, because Skura is struggling, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. But they need to fix it. But I'm out. See y'all.